Welcome back, West Texas. Here now with your full forecast. Starting it off with these current temperatures, just because it is starting to cool down. We had a beautiful day. We did actually reach the low 80s. I want to say San Angelo hit 81 degrees, but we are now on the cool down since the sun has been gone for quite a bit. 65 degrees right now in San Angelo, 56 in Abilene. You see it's cooler up here in the big country just because they had that earlier exposure to the cold front. You can actually see the cold front a little bit. If you look at these winds, you see where they all sort of line up right around here, right up to this rotation in this top right part of the screen. So as we get later into tonight, temperatures are going to continue to drop a little bit warmer than we've seen the past couple of days. You see 36 degrees here in San Angelo, 33 in Abilene. You see down to 31 in Breckenridge. Doesn't look like anyone is going to hit the 20s, thankfully. You see Brownwood right here at 32 degrees, right on that freezing line, but it's not the coldest night that we are going to see. Something else to worry about tomorrow, of course, are going to be the strong winds. With that cold front, it has very powerful wind gusts coming along with it, and all of West Texas is within that wind advisory, as well as the rest of northern Texas and parts of central and eastern Texas as well. Winds are going to be very strong, up to 50-mile-per-hour gusts, with sustained winds themselves up to 35 miles per hour. So I've got the wind forecast to show you what exactly things are going to look like. This is back at 6 o'clock when the front was first moving through the area. You see that low pressure center right here where all this rotation is, and all these strong winds are about to make their way into West Texas. You see 10 a.m. at the end of the show, both Abilene and San Angelo are going to be seeing those extremely strong winds. You see all this bright purple and fast moving particles means there are going to be some pretty quick winds coming at us. You see 25 miles per hour for pretty much both the Concho Valley and the big country. As we get through tonight, it's going to calm down just a little bit. You see we get down to about 20 miles per hour for both the big country and the Concho Valley. Still streaks of purple in here because those strong wind gusts are going to be continuing for pretty much all of Saturday, peaking around 2 p.m. in that high afternoon. You see Abilene is almost at 30 miles per hour with just sustained winds. So imagine how high those gusts are going to get. It'll finally calm down as we get into Saturday night. The wind advisory ends at 6 p.m. and you see that's when we're starting to get away from those super bright colors, starting to get into something a little bit more plain. So things are going to cool down, calm down quite a bit as we get into Sunday morning, but that's when we're going to see that hard freeze as well. Temperatures in the mid to lower 20s and wind chills taking things even lower. You see we don't have any strong wind gusts. They're a lot calmer, 4 miles per hour, but that's just enough to help things feel like they could be even in the teens. So over this weekend, we're going to have that cold day tomorrow. That cold front is really going to cool things down for Saturday and Saturday night. You see 22 degrees right here for that low on Sunday morning. Sunday is going to warm up actually a decent amount. You see we'll get up to the 60s and it'll stay that way as we start out next week. But next week could still have some roller coaster temperatures based on the Climate Prediction Center outlook. It's possible we're going to be below normal for temperatures, and you'll see that in just a second in the 7-day looking later in the week. And it's possible, looks like we're around average to ranging to a little bit wetter than normal. So hopefully we're looking at a couple cold fronts to start out next week. We may actually see some rain chances with them. So wrapping up with your 7-day here, we're going to have a bit of a roller coaster with temperatures. As we've been saying all the time, it's all the way up and down with those temperature fluctuations. Some light chances at the end of the week to maybe see some precip, and you see temperatures are a lot cooler as well.